Hi, I'm Gordon Hamilton. I'm the founder of MathPickle, a mathematician, and a board game designer. I believe in board games in the home because board games are a celebration of problem solving. And that's what we really want in elementary school mathematics, is to get kids thinking. Today, I'm going to be announcing the 2019 MathPickle Game of the Year. This game is a violent game. It takes place in 878, the invasions of England by the Vikings. One of the things that many children struggle with is an addiction to violent computer games. And one thing that you want to try to get your kids away from that is to keep the violence. That's sometimes a testosterone thing with guys. To keep the violence, but to put it into a historical context and to slow it down so it becomes a strategic game rather than a fast shoot 'em up. This game is a gem. It's a beautiful game, sumptuously created, and the mechanisms are beautiful. Let me take you through just a snapshot of what makes this game so fantastic and what made it MathPickle Game of the Year for 2019. The first thing is that you have the poor English. Here's an example of some local peasants. You can imagine that they aren't doing so well against the Viking invaders. Here they are, the berserkers, and the English are really hard put, but there's lots more English than there are the Vikings. So this becomes an asymmetric game with real strength on one side and many, many more Englishmen on the other side. Here we have the Vikings at the start. This game, they've invaded from the north. They're very strong in York with Halfdan's great heathen host. There's Halfdan himself. And in the south, there's an invasion here, and this is Bjorn Ironside's army. These guys look really, really weak, but if you look at the dice here, you can see these dice, they come with many more hits than the dice. Look at all those hits, than the dice of the English. These English, there's a lot of times that they are just going to be fleeing from the battle, terrified, appropriately terrified. It's a beautiful game, highly recommended. So, my game of the year for 2019.